Hello everybody, Pretzel Break here, and we're back amongst the trees to do vegan food today at
Epcot International Food and Wine Festival of 2021.
That's a mouthful. We're back at it again. The festival's back with me. We're back, so there's tons of food to stuff our mouths with, so we're gonna go do that.
We're almost there.
You heard the girl.
It's the return of Bay. Now Disney has released the recipe for this and you can make it at home. We've done it and it tastes like exactly like this. It's got your spicy slaw, the arugula, and your impossible patty on a sesame seed bun. Always consistent taste year over year. Festival over festival. I really wish they would do something different. It's still so salty, but it is a festival favorite. It always has been. They've had this for like 6 festivals in a row. A lot of festivals. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 wasabi creams.
So many fond memories of this slider, even though I wish that I was eating this in interventions in the AC this time. But at least they're starting to shrink back down to slider sizes here. And I don't have to unhinge my jaw to try to eat this one. An Asian style slaw sauce has a nice kick to it. I think that plus the impossible meat is what makes it so salty. But it's still a familiar taste. You're not breaking any new ground here, but at least it's consistently above average. 3.5 out of 5 plus.
So we're starting with the Impossible 3-bean chili with some vegan cheese and some sour cream, Fritos. It's actually quite flavorful. It reminds me somewhat of the chili at Peaches and Cream. It's really good. Nice little bounce to it. I love the sour cream. Sour cream is good when it's hot out like today. But it's something hot on a hot day. They should have waited to release this one October 1st. It's really good though. I like it. I would give it 4 out of 5 chili beans.
Well, I like the creativity. Chili, when it feels like temperature is 99, is like the worst idea ever. But I like how you're like slumming it with the rest of us with these Fritos though, Disney. Appreciate that. Okay. So this is a place where impossible meat belongs. It's basically plant-based on top of plant-based, but it gives it a nice texture, and the Fritos get a little bit crunch. I'm on board with this. If it wasn't like blistering hot, I could eat this whole thing. 4 out of 5 plus. Impressive.
Still no stickers this year, though we do have this cool like mappy thing. But thankfully, we brought a pen, so we're still gonna check these off just for you guys to see. I purposefully put off this pho for when it was dark out because there was no way after all the hot stuff that we had during the day that I was gonna eat this during the day. This is a winter item for sure. I'm kind of sad there's no chopsticks. I got a lime in here. I got some mushrooms, some tofu, some noodles. It's gonna be kind of impossible to get everything in a bite. The tofu is just chopped. like pressed and chopped. It's not really seasoned. The noodles are whatever. The broth is spicy. The broth has a big kick to it. It's almost like they just threw in all the ingredients and expected the broth to speak for the entire dish, but it hasn't been sitting in the broth, so all of your flavors in the broth. Is it the best pho that I've ever had on Disney property? Considering that the only place that I can really compare it to is Hollywood Brown Derby, I would say that this is better. But that's not saying much. I'm just not loving the pho on Disney property. We need some like legit pho. I would give it 2.5 out of 5 tofus. It's just I'm tapping out on this pho because 1, it's too spicy. My mouth is burning, my lips are burning. 2, I can't eat it without chopsticks. It's almost impossible to eat it with this spoon. Like, I got more stuff here, like on the table and on the sides and stuff than I actually did in my mouth. And of course, with the wobbly table, it just doesn't work for me. This is going in the bin, straight in the bin.
Guys, I've been here long enough. You know how judgmental I am about my pho. Before I want anything else in here, I need to taste this broth. Because the broth is garbage, the whole thing's going to be garbage. It's not bathtub water, but it could use some more body. Let's see how it does all together. Dig in there, get some tofu. I'm going to get one of these peppers from the princess. The mushroom. I want both peppers. Well, I'll just take them both. Here's a mushroom. Okay. The peppers may have been a mistake. Too late now, though. I feel like this broth is trying to make the heat like the first thing you get. It just doesn't work. Like, weakens everything else in the bowl. As far as pho goes, I guess technically it is, but it's just not. It's not something that I would order for myself. How about that? 2.5 out of 5 pho's. Oh, as far as spice, ridiculous spice. It's one of those slow creep spice. It's probably like a 6 out of 10. It hurts, even me. I know for like somebody that's not used to a lot of spice, that was gonna be ridiculous. Especially if you bite into one of those peppers with the broth. I'm about to start choking. Make that a 7 out of 10 on the spice scale. Jesus.
We are repeating the banana bread from last year, fully plant-based with the dairy-free cream and the compote. The compote is usually what makes this. Last year, this banana bread was super dense.
And I'm not sorry. It's always when I'm at cream.
Then the compote is amazing,
What it is about you.
still dense with the cream. This is a very delicious and nutritious dessert. I would give this 4.5 out of 5 bananas. I actually quite like this, and I'm not really a big banana bread person.
They're good quality.
This is bomb. It eats chocolate, but other than that, it's bomb. My utensils, are they in?
Disney loves to dress up something that's basic. So banana bread, plant-based, with whipped cream. Go ahead and steal this little berry here.
Bradford.
It gives me like Shoney's dessert vibes. Maybe I'm dating myself, but I'm getting like a TGI Fridays, Applebee's level dessert. It's interesting that it's all plant-based. The bread, like most plant-based breads, tends to be a little on the dense side, but it's not bad. I could eat more in this little square, but I think it's above average. 3 out of 5 plus.
Oh, it's not too alcohol. Like Wasabi.
Oh, apple.
These used to be like house-made, but apple chips. At least they're vegan and they are available here at the Appleseed Orchard stand. Beautiful, nice, organic chippy chips. Tastes like an apple crisp. You don't get a lot in there for the amount of money that you spend. It's like mostly air. It's good for what it is. I would give it 3.5 out of 5 apples. It's sweet. It's a nice snack.
It almost feels like cheating. I mean, at least you're getting a bag of air like everybody else who gets Lay's chips, but like, I could have just gone to Whole Foods. Okay. At least they're good. I'll give them that. 3 out of 5 balls.
Is falafel time. Now, inside of this pita is like a salad that you can't see unless I take out the falafel. It's like your classic Mediterranean salad. Olive oil, lemon juice, salt, pepper, cucumbers, tomato, onion, falafel, vegan sauce, and a pita. You have to take like 4 bites for you to get into this many layers of food, which is a little ridiculous, but the falafel is very well done. It's not too dense, it's not too light. The veggies are very delicious. The sauce kind of brings it all together. This is a good snack. This is probably my favorite food item of the festival. I would give this a 4 out of 5 chickpeas. Falafelicious.
Now the princess has done all the hard work, I'm just coming in and back clean up. It's a much better cross section now. You can see sort of how like they piled it on top. I agree. I get it, it's a pita, but like when you're trying to get like a mixed bite, this is an absolute pain. So I'm just gonna take like a little bitty bite from here, a little bitty bite from here. That crust / breading on the falafel is amazing. It's like legitimately perfect. Like enough to give it a crunch, but it gives you like no resistance when you bite through. Mixes well with the salad on the bottom of the pita, and then that plant-based sauce on top is perfection. All the plant-based items we tried today, this is by far my favorite. 5 out of 5 plus. This is a must get.
Now this dish can be modified to be vegan. You can get all these beautiful sauces. I'm gonna start with this hummus. Quite delicious. Hummusy. Average, like if you wanted a good like hummus pita option, that's a thing for you. I would give it a 3 out of 5 chickpeas. Now we have this red pepper goodness. Oh, this is hot AF. Like, it's burning my hands just picking this up. But delicious. This almost tastes like a shashuka. This almost tastes like a shashuka sauce. It's quite delicious. I would give it a 2 out of 5 shashukas. And then I think we have like a chimichurri here. Nice little tang to it with some capers. That's a win. Overall, this is an amazing dish. This one is a 3 out of 5 chimichurris. The dish itself is a 3 out of 5. Pita breads, just because it's very generic AF. I love the fact that you have sauces and dippings, but I prefer the falafel.
Leave it to the princess to go somewhere, anywhere, and find another bread service, even if it is just pita bread. A little taste of the hummus here. Would like to see something other than just plain hummus, but gonna do it for most palates. I get it. I eat bland palates. I wasn't trying to go there, but I felt it. It's a hummus. 2 out of 5 plus. This looks like it should be spicy, but it's probably not. A warm seasoned tomato sauce. 2 out of 5 plus. Ooh. Well, that's a joy. Nice and tangy, bright. Nice little texture to it. That's probably my favorite one. 3.5 out of 5 plus. The whole thing is solid 3. It's a bread plate. If you like bread, here's more bread.
This is your friendly neighborhood princess reminding you to always stop for a pretzel. Not only a giant plant-based pretzel as big as your head, but one with mustard. That's right. I'm gonna open this precious goodness, yellowy goodness. Yes. Cheers. Anytime is a good time for a pretzel. Get your pretzel. Get your pretzel.
Princess daydreams about these pretzels constantly. To the point where she tried to convince me to come here just to get this pretzel from this stand. It doesn't happen, but the fact that she is that adamant about these pretzels means I have to try it again, I suppose. It's Bavarian-y. Not overly salty. I can see the appeal. 3 out of 5 plus.
This is a returning festival favorite, the spicy Githeri. Now, usually you need to start your day with this when it's cold, because this is also served hot. We got some beautiful quinoa. We got lots of steam coming off of it. It is a beautiful, well-seasoned, not spicy dish. Yeah, not spicy. I would say maybe a 4 out of 10 on the heat scale. It is a really good plant-based option. I just wish that they served a cold one instead of a hot one. There's plenty of cold foods that are plant-based that you could have that would be served better. Give me some azifa or something, you know? I would give this a 2 out of 5 quinoas.
This alleged spicy Githeri. Quinoa beans, some corn, tomatoes, a little bit of onion and carrot on top. A little bit of that. There we go. Pack of flavor. Very well seasoned. There's also some either farro rice at the bottom as well. Gives it a nice chew. I like these. This is something I would eat if I was had a cold or needed to warm up. Definitely not something that I would recommend ordering in in the sun, but the flavors are definitely there. 3.5 out of 5 claws. Maybe we should make this at home. You guys know in the comments if you want to do that. So we food and we wined.
We did.
We wined a lot because of the heat. But either way, that's every vegan item here at the 2021 Food and Wine Fest.
I would say my favorite thing was probably the falafel.
Was actually quite good.
My least favorite thing was the pho.
My least favorite thing was the pho. As far as my favorite plant-based item, I'm kind of on the fence between the chili and the falafel. The chili was good. It's the wrong time of day to eat it.
It was hot.
Wrong time of day to eat it.
The chili was delicious, but I still think peaches and cream gives it a run for its money, and the falafel is where it's at.
But I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you think that they did a good job on the vegan items this year? Do you think they should have had more? Should have had less? Either way, the comments can be a place to let us know. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.
And like this video. Boop, boop. Almost there.